We could do. Should we do preview the Hall of Fame game?
Good.
Zach Wilson versus
Give out
Kellen
some wise
Pond.
picks. Oh my.
A wise pick for the NFL Hall of Fame.
I like one of those guys, I'll say that.
Love me some Kellen Mond. Alright, what are the odds looking like? Jets -1.5.
Oh, hammer.
Plus 110 for the Browns money line.
I feel like if you alright, well we'll get into it.
The over/under is 33.5. Alright, I'm wasting podcast time here.
It's Hard Knock start.
Should be like next week, right?
Okay, I was gonna say, like, shouldn't it be this week?
I think it's weird. I don't remember a team on Hard Knocks that has done. We're wasting time. We're wasting.
Yeah, let's just start the episode.
Yeah, we're clearly ready to go. All right, you have your
came out firing today.
Yeah, honestly. You got your list ready? Got your tears ready? Got your tears ready?
Tear? Oh yeah.
You did tears, right?
For some reason I thought you were like,
get your tears ready, pal.
And you're gonna make me cry.
Get your tears ready, pal.
I'm like, it was my idea, and I literally just did it like 20 minutes ago, so it's fresh in my brain. But
oh, I blasted mine. All right, you ready? Oh, let me get it out there actually.
True. Oh, I see the new YouTube logo. Nice.
Yeah, I think it looks clean.
Does look clean.
All right.
We'll have 2 things to post from this episode.
Yeah, I was thinking. All right, let's just get started, and we'll have that conversation that no one cares about. All right, where's my mic? Over here. You can hear me fine?
Yep.
All right, desktop audio looks like it's good to go too. We'll get this going in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys Podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
How you guys doing?
Feeling lighter, Chris. Feeling lighter.
Ah.
Yeah, the for the YouTube listener or for the YouTube watchers at home, and I guess more for the podcast listeners that aren't looking, I'm naked on my face. And
also naked just like in general.
Yes. Yeah. That is
naked pod today.
Yeah, that is what you're missing if you're not going on the YouTube and you're not commenting live. At any chance, I could be naked doing the pod. So, at first, if you have been watching the YouTube, it was this massive just clutter of hair. It was a lot. And then at the end of last week, I don't remember if it was before or after the pod, I shaved it down just with the electric razor. And still, I'm eating lunch today, and I'm getting hair in my mouth. Just plying it through the teeth. I'm like, this has to be over. Like, I have to just cut it all off.
Is that like a new thing?
No,
you started getting hair in your mouth? Okay.
No, but
today was the breaking point.
Yeah, and it was just it was, especially when it was that thick. It was like every time I ate anything, it was just almost guaranteed I was gonna get a piece of hair in there. But now, and I thought I got rid of it with the trim in it. It was like a lawnmower, with the lawnmower, and I thought that would have been the nail in the coffin, and it wasn't. So I just went.
I don't know if I've seen you without a beard since early high school.
Yeah, it comes and goes. I think You might be forgotten because there might have been a random pod where I had it shaved too. It'll be back to at least 5
was
o'clock
there?
shadow by Friday.
Yeah.
Like, or tomorrow. Hell, 5 o'clock tomorrow. It'll probably be 5
It's
o'clock
that
shadow.
you've got Italian in you, right?
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
A lot of hair.
Yeah, it is.
It's super graphic.
It's a curse. It's really a curse. And it's also it's a gift and a curse because I can grow a pretty nice beard. I think everyone can agree. And it just keeps coming though. It doesn't go away. I can't put a pause on it, you know? Like I wish I could
And
be
you have
like
to deal with like once you decide to shave it, everyone's like, "Oh, like
Yep.
who's this guy?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
where's
yeah.
the beard?" Like literally every person that you see.
Exactly. Even my
Including
parents.
myself, as soon as I got on here, I was like, "Whoa,
Yep.
who's this guy?"
My mom did the same thing when I walked out of the bathroom. Whoa. What's going on?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. No. She was like, "Oh
I'm Chris.
She's like, "My baby boy's back." I was like, and this is like a weird thing for me. I just don't feel like, and like I am technically I'm a beard guy. Like I normally am rocking the beard and I like the beard. But like I don't feel like a beard guy. Does that make any sense?
No, you have too much boyish energy.
That's what I'm That's what
I did like that's not a knock at all.
No,
It's a good
I
thing.
think that's I think that's
I
exactly
think that
right.
is what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I never had someone say that, so that makes sense. Yeah. I
So
feel
that's what we do here.
yeah, it is true. So I don't know, maybe I'll stick with it for a little bit, but that means I'd have to shave like every day, and it doesn't seem like something I would do.
Do you hate shaving?
I don't hate it. I just, prefer not to do it.
I think it's really satisfying, but I also don't grow facial hair, and I have to shave like once every 5 days.
The real issue is when it gets like the next form is just like the prickles, like the little pricks of the hair. That's what I hate shaving. I don't hate shaving the beard. I hate shaving the pricks because the pricks actually hurt, even no matter how much shaving cream you put on, they hurt.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess that's my issue. All right.
This is like a whole new world for me.
Yeah.
The beard world.
Taking you on the other side.
I didn't shave my mustache for the whole month of November, and nobody noticed.
I was gonna say I definitely didn't notice.
The only people that noticed were people that I was like, "Yeah, I'm growing it out a little bit." They're like, "Oh yeah, you are." I guess.
Get the magnifying glass out. They're like, "Yeah, Chris."
How long has that been coming in? Like a day? Like nah, like weeks. I accept it. That's who I am. So I don't try anymore.
So The Office tomorrow when I go in, I'm expecting.
Oh yeah, it'll be a hoot.
It will be the talk of the town. It's just gonna be like, oh, like you look so young, yada yada. Who even is it? All that stuff that we were just talking about. Because especially they never seen me without a beard, so they're really gonna be pretty shocked. All right.
You'll see how popular you are, because if no one says anything,
yeah,
it's like,
that's true.
Well, I guess
that's
no
true.
one pays attention to me whatsoever.
It's like
today, I came in, I got a haircut like a couple days ago.
Looks good.
No one said a thing.
I couldn't tell.
A little bit.
I was actually just gonna bring it up because I was planning on getting a haircut, but I kind of like the flow with no beard. Kind of.
Yeah, you've got good flow.
Yeah, it kind of fits what I'm going for. But when you get the haircut, I remember in high school, I would always be like, especially when you get like the big haircut, where it's like this, and then all of a sudden it looks like your hair, and everyone at school is like, "Oh, did you get a haircut?" It's like, no, bro, it just fell off. Like that shit always made me
it grew
so
shorter
mad.
was
Yeah.
always the classic line.
I guess that flips to the point where if you don't get someone saying, "Did you get a haircut?" then you're just a little upset. Like no one noticed.
Yeah, it very, very slightly hurt my feelings. Where I was like, oh, well.
It's all right. It was, to be fair, it looks good. You cleaned it up. I'm guessing you just went in, said clean it up.
Just a trim.
Yeah, exactly. So that's
back and sides is shorter.
Yeah.
There.
Looks good. All right. We have a lot of quarterbacks to get through. and a lot of teams to get through.
I tiered like 39 quarterbacks.
39.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't.
Oh,
I was like, that joke kind of fell on its face because I was gonna say a way bigger number, and then
But that wouldn't have been
39,
like,
which isn't that many.
hey, it's
Like a little bit more than we normally would. So.
Yeah, so when counting, I missed 2. So whenever one comes up that I don't have, I guess
I thought that I did, and then I just realized that I suck at counting.
I might suck at counting.
I have everyone. I have 34.
Okay.
All
All
right,
right, and
completely irrelevant,
but you had to throw them in there.
yeah, it just fit the tier. So.
All right. You want to go top to bottom or bottom to top?
Yeah, let's go top to bottom. I think that's better.
Yeah, the more people know what the top is, more debate. All right.
For the record, we don't have the same tier categories.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. We
Just
don't.
kinda-
We didn't
Just
discuss.
making them up.
We and I think I kind of like that when prepping. I was like, all right, like we'll see how we categorize them. So
Yeah. I did have 10, so I think we have the same number of tiers.
Oh shit! 1, 2.
Not that it matters that much, but
I have 13.
13 tiers.
I split it
Like,
up.
Not even 3 guys a tier.
I split it up.
All right.
All right.
Well, you lied to me then, because I
Oh,
don't mind to have 10, but
did I say I had 10?
you did say that, yeah.
Sorry about that. All right. My number 1 tier. Let's just do the names first, I guess, of the tier. I tiered this, and I thought of it strategically with what is hip, what is going on in the world. And last year, it was all about being that guy. You know, you're either that guy or you're not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. You know, it keeps going. But this year, it's the year of him. Not the guy, it's the year of him. So my hymns is my number 1 category.
Okay.
With
My
the-
number 1 category. I only have one person in this category.
Okay.
I named it most talented to ever do it discussion.
Ooh.
It's in the discuss. He's that good that he's in the discussion.
All right, well, it's Mahomes.
And obviously, it's Patrick Mahomes.
All right, let's
That
start with
guy's
Mahomes.
in the same tier with him.
Yes, I do have. Now that I'm thinking about it, I shouldn't. All right,
Let's hear the hymns. Who are the hymns?
the hymns. I have Mahomes, Hurts, and Joe Burrow.
Ooh,
I have them in the hymns.
I see.
I have them in the hymns because I have seen them do it. I've seen them go to a Super Bowl. I've seen them be successful in the playoffs. I love the teams around them. And any given Sunday, I think I can walk in, no matter who I'm facing, and I know those guys are going to play to the best of their abilities.
Okay, I like that. I like how you left a certain guy off.
Yeah. He's in the next category. So let's talk Mahomes, generational quarterback for your tier. Have you watched Quarterback, the Netflix show?
I've watched like the first 2 episodes, but I
Oh,
haven't.
perfect.
I haven't run through the whole thing.
Perfect. I've watched 3 of them. So we're
Okay,
pretty much in the
nice.
same spot. It makes me like Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like
It's cool.
he is cool. And the difference when you watch him on quarterback, and we'll do a quarterback breakdown. Have our little review.
Do that,
When you watch him on quarterback, and then you watch Kirk Cousins and you watch Marcus Mariota, it's like not only are they playing, of course, they're different quarterbacks and different people, but they're like different positions almost.
yeah.
Like Mahomes is having so much more fun than the two of them and having so much more joy in what he does than those two guys, where every time he's on the screen, I'm glued to what he's doing. And you nailed it. He's cool. He's funny. He has a good mindset. He had a quote the other day. It was like he wants to balance making money as much as he can and
yeah, I saw
also
that.
helping the team win. And I was like, this guy gets it, man. Like this guy just wants to
Probably
win.
why he signed the 10-year deal.
Yeah.
then like at the end of the contract, the annual value is going to be lower relative to what the rest of the league's making.
Oh, and it's already, I think, like the 5th highest quarterback salary.
That's
now.
insane.
Yeah. So, I think, I mean, it is coming closer and closer to he could possibly surpass Tom Brady. And like when
and like the rings there's going to be that gap, and like 7 rings is insane.
He already has 2.
So many rings. He's already got 2. How old is he? Is he like
25,
7?
26?
25.
No way Mahomes is 25.
Say 27.
27. He's 27. But if he takes the training like we've seen in quarterback, and he takes the Tom Brady method, he could literally play another 18 years. I don't think he could play as Patrick Mahomes.
The arm will slow down and he won't be able to move as much, but I mean, he's got like 8 more years left of prime Patrick Mahomes. Barring any, God forbid, any injuries, anything like that.
Yeah.
But he, like, you, as a Chiefs fan, you are set up for so much success that it's like regular season isn't even that fun anymore. It's like not.
He doesn't worry about it. Yeah. It's dress rehearsal for the playoffs.
Why would you?
Nah. It's the perfect. I mean, he's on the perfect team. He has the perfect coach, perfect surrounding players, because none of the wide receivers actually matter. He just needs Kelsey and a good offensive line. And
we thought Tyreek Hill, but no.
we got proved wrong. So did everyone else. And so I'm glad he's your number 1. I like the possible GOAT in there, because for the first time ever, I have a feeling he could if anyone could do it, it could be him.
Is that because you watch the show?
I think so. I just like it, like
and
that.
You actually like him now? Yeah,
and it like really, like it shows. I don't know. It just shows how great he is, man, and it shows how different he is than everyone else. And
you know why he's so different? It's because it's so much easier for him.
Yeah. And I wouldn't want.
He works just as hard as everybody else, so that's why he's great.
Yeah, I agree. All right, what's your next tier? Since I had some other.
All right, so I have elite long-term franchise quarterbacks.
Okay.
And in this tier, I have Burrow, Hurts, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and Lamar.
All right.
These are my 5 guys where, like, I know I'm signing up for a long time, where I can trust that this is going to be my guy.
And 2 of these guys just got
any critiques.
No, I don't think so. It's funny. I did these categories so, like, I wouldn't say specific, because there's multiple players in all of them besides 2. But I don't know. But I like it. I do like it. I think that is a perfect, because when you look at the starting quarterbacks, and I was actually noticing this when I was doing it, I was like, is Matthew Stafford and Mahomes and I guess Jimmy G the only starting quarterbacks with a Super Bowl in the league?
Wait, Jimmy G hasn't won it.
He's at 2 as a backup.
Yes. It doesn't count.
All right. Well, he has a ring. Yeah, he does. I agree. I don't think it counts. So Stafford and Mahomes are the only starting quarterbacks that won a Super Bowl.
That's pretty insane. Rodgers won a Super Bowl.
Rodgers won a Super Bowl. But I guess like in the past 10 years.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's hard. Yeah, that's hard to believe.
It really is, and it shows. I think that just shows, of course, how dominant Mahomes and Brady have been. Because if you think about it, it's been Brady or Mahomes, or then Stafford and Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Manning had one there at the end.
Kinda
interrupted that trend.
Yep.
Yeah, that is hard to believe.
It really is. So, my next category, they're almost hymns. They have all the tools.
Almost hymns.
We've seen him in the regular season, and we just haven't seen it in the playoffs. I'm guessing you can guess who they are, but it's Lamar and it's Josh Allen. And that's it.
No Herbert.
No Herbert. Herbert's in the next tier.
Okay, well, I'm curious what that's going to be. Lamar is tough for me just because I don't know about the long term.
He's the hardest guy on this list.
Really is hard. Well, I had one other guy that was really hard to miss that we'll get. But because we shit on him so much, I think sometimes I forget like how good he actually is.
Yeah.
The dude won the MVP. It was clear-cut MVP season. Like, it wasn't like, oh, like somebody else should have won it. He was the best player in the league that year. When he's on the field, he's been maybe not at that level, but close to it. He just has some ability stuff. It's not like he's not hurt as much as I expected him to be. Like, he's got the tummy issues.
Yeah.
And like last year was a weird year where he was healthy and was just sitting out. So I don't know. But now they have receivers. There's no excuses.
Mm-hmm. And they have received like, I don't personally, as a not a Ravens fan, I do not think they actually have like good receivers. I don't think Odell. I think Odell has been hurt. He has a lot to prove. They have Nelson Aguilar. They have Bateman, who I've seen nothing of,
dude,
and then a bunch of scrubs. But the Ravens fans think that they have wide receivers and think that it's all good and hoo-ha. So
it's all relative. Like, they've gone the last 10 years with literally nobody at receiver.
I agree.
Now they have people.
Yeah.
That was the bar.
Yeah, that was the bar.
They don't have to be like the Eagles, the Dolphins. You just need starting caliber NFL wide receivers.
Yes, I will say they have that.
And that's what they have. So.
And what I was going to say with the Ravens thing is, now the Ravens fans think that they have receivers. That's just like, all right, there's no excuse. Even if I personally don't think, there's no mercy. You can't. I don't want to hear halfway through the season we don't have no receivers, because all the talk right now is we finally got Lamar receivers. All right. I guess I'll go next since I'm missing Herbert. My next category is show me I'm wrong. And it's guys who have, they've played at a high level, but there's some doubts this year that I have creeping in, and I really need them to show me that I'm wrong. And those are Herbert and our starling angel Aaron Rodgers.
What do you want to see from Aaron Rodgers? He's been in the league for 15 years.
I want to see him be good on the Jets. That's what I want to see.
Okay, that's fair.
I want to see him be good.
I just don't think it's fair to lump him in with Herbert in like the show me something category.
That's a fair critique.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and I guess that's why I didn't make it show me something. It's show me I'm wrong.
Show me you're wrong. Okay, that's fair.
So I'm out on Aaron Rodgers. I'm all out.
I know.
So he needs to show me I'm wrong in that sense. And Herbert, I'm starting to like, I'm tired of this crap.
Herbert, I'm out on.
Yeah, I'm tired of this crap.
I think that this is why it comes in where we just phrased our tiers a little bit differently. I would gladly take him as my long-term franchise quarterback.
Uh-huh.
But, right, like, show me we're wrong.
Yeah.
I still don't believe that he can win in the playoffs right now. I think it's possible, but, like, I have to see it happen.
He just can't be in the powder blue. Or any blue.
Yeah, just get him out of town.
Just get him out of LA now.
Although, you can't, because he just signed a contract.
Yeah, and they never would, because that would just be punting on.
Right, yeah.
They should just move the team.
They should, yeah.
All right. What do you have next?
Before we move on, I like how your first and second categories, all they have to do is win a playoff game, and then they can be moved up to him.
Yep. Yeah.
I like that. Easily transitions between categories.
I will say, maybe not a single playoff game.
Right.
If they make it to a Super Bowl.
When you're Josh Allen and you're 14-3.
Yeah, you
live
need
up
to be
to your
winning
expectations. That's all.
Yeah.
Herbert, it's literally just win a playoff game. That's the bar there.
Oh yeah, he becomes almost him in the second the 0-0s run on the wild card game that he.
That's right. Let's move on once.
Yep.
It's really not that much to ask for. My third category, I've got elite, but something's fishy.
Okay.
That's where I'm gonna put Aaron Rodgers
All right.
because I'm with you where not willing to give the Jets the Super Bowl ring right now, and we've talked plenty about that, so we don't have to delve into that. I'm gonna pair him up with Deshaun Watson. I think the fishy speaks for itself there.
Yeah.
We've seen him be elite. We've seen him be a him. Last year wasn't great. He probably still is that guy, but I don't know. Something's off.
I agree. I like that category a lot. I am gonna go with this is not in the same, this wasn't when I was gonna do it, but since he was mentioned, my tier he's alone in a tier that is called the talent is there, but he's most likely a rapist. Deshaun Watson. That's my category for him. He's
if only Roethlisberger was still.
Oh, I typed it out. I typed it out on there, and I was like, I deleted it.
If he was on there.
I deleted it and like shed a tear. I was like, oh, I had to delete Big Ben off my list.
Oh man.
Yeah, and it's the same thing that you just said. We saw him be in the almost hymns in the top tier franchise quarterbacks. I mean, he got that massive contract from the Browns. But he held out a whole year, not playing football. For some reason, the Texans paid him. Then he had all these allegations. He missed half of another year, and he stunk. So he is going to have to do a lot of PR and a lot of good football to get him back up.
What's sad is the good football will just flush away the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Not for everybody, but
not for us.
Definitely for Browns fans, and probably for the NFL media as a whole. Aside from like the few reporters who
won't touch him
for something, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. It will be that will be sad if he does. And hate to prey on someone's downfall, but like, screw this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate to prey on his downfall.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Who else was in that? Rodgers and then Watson. That's it.
Yeah, just those two guys.
Cool, covered them. What's your next one?
My next one is just solid guys. I would love to have as my quarterback. They're not. I don't think they're long-term franchise quarterbacks. They're not elite. Solid, and that's Jared Goff.
All right.
And Geno Smith.
I like it.
Who, you would have told me a year ago today that Geno Smith would be in my just solid category. You'd
be shocked.
Be shocked.
I like that. I think they're both great. Not great. They're both good, solid starting quarterbacks, and I think that's a perfectly named tier. My next one, because I don't want to go to Geno and Goff are in two different ones, so I don't want to go all over the place. My next one is soon to be him, and it's the last thing that has to do with him. Soon to be him. He's right on the cusp. It's one guy, and I'm putting a lot of my eggs in his basket. And that man has a golden, luscious locks, and his name is Trevor Lawrence.
I like it. I lumped him in with some other guys, but
yeah, I just think he is like the outlier right now, where if he has the incredible, like this is like, I was gonna say Herbert, but he's actually won a playoff game against Herbert, so maybe he's better than him. But this is like when we started to see the glimpses of like it's not this, of course it's not the same player, but like when Josh Allen started to be good that second year, and we're like, oh, like this guy can turn into something if he continues playing this well. And I think that's what we saw from Trevor last year. And I think the Jags have a great roster. I've been on them the past 3 pods. I've been talking about the Jags, and love Trevor. Almost him, or soon to be him, not almost.
I like that one, and I can just get to mine now. He's like a little bit ahead of these other guys that I have in this tier, so I like that you had him on his own. I have upside and ready for a big leap.
Ooh,
that's Trevor,
Mac Jones,
Justin Fields.
Damn it.
Tua.
Ooh.
Put Tua on there because I'm a Tua guy.
You're 2 and on.
I'm
You're
not
part of
afraid.
2 and on.
I'm 2 and on. I'm part of 2 and on. Rest in peace. I am 2 and on. I believe in Tua. He's my fantasy quarterback last year. It's not even like might not even be 100% belief in him, but belief in what's around him.
Yeah,
He can be successful on that team.
I agree.
I think if things go right, they could be in for a big leap this year. It's almost more of the team in this tier, but the quarterback.
It was him. It was Trevor, Tua, and who?
Fields.
Okay. I like that a lot. I think did I not have, that's who I'm missing.
Fields?
I'm missing Justin Fields, which is funny because he was kind of my guy. All right, now I need to know where to place him. Okay. I know where to place him. All right. I like that a lot, though. I think all three of those guys are poised for a big leap. I do think there's a lot. We talked about the Bears, Justin Fields yesterday or last week with the overrated, underrated?
Yeah, I kind of buried the Bears.
You did kind of bury the
They
Bears.
were overrated, even though they're not overrated at all.
I think Fields' MVP odds are overrated.
I think if Fields learns how to throw the football,
Yeah, he's in for a big leap.
could be a game changer. Yeah.
Yeah.
He already isn't a game changer, but the record's just not there, which is why the upside is there. I haven't seen them win games, but we've seen it be awesome.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right. My next one, this is called Get Him a Pillow in His Pads. And it's Tua. It's Jimmy G.
Aw.
And it's Trey Lance. And these aren't, I guess, like, they're not technically talent tiers because I think Tua is better than both of them. But
Okay.
let's get these guys on the field. Let's get these guys playing 17
Yeah,
games. And I didn't really know where to, like, with the Tua, I'm not part of 2 and on. I'm not riding in. I do love the team around him. I think the team around him's perfect for what they want, and I think their coach is amazing. I think the defense is great. But I need to see it from Tua, and he hasn't been able to play. And get him a pillow in his helmet because he does not need another concussion.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe he came back and played last year. Like after watching that
Oh, I know.
Thursday night game,
I know. Seems like they wanted to ship him
it's
out
like
on the
borderline
field.
sad.
Right? We were talking about, maybe not we, but I remember podcasts were talking about, like, is he going to retire? And is he going to,
Yeah.
like, are they going to shut him down for the season because of that injury? And no, they just threw him right back out there. And then he got nailed again in the head. But, yeah, I like Tua, the person. I liked him in Alabama. I like how he plays. I like his poise and his I like Tua, but I want to see it.
Yeah, that's fair. The Jimmy G, what is it? He's torn 2 ACLs now. Is that what
Yeah,
it
and he
is?
had some foot problem at the beginning of this year. Remember there was that whole thing where it's like if he fails his physical, they could just cut him and not have to pay him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But I think I think it came out that he passed that physical, so he's good to go. But like Jimmy's a solid quarterback, solid starter, someone I think that you would want if you were a middling team that really had no answer at quarterback. And I think if he stays healthy, I mean, we've seen him go to a Super Bowl and we've seen him anchor. I mean, of course, the team was stacked and the coach was amazing, but we've seen him do it. We just got to see him stay on the field now. He stays on the field last year. They might be playing against Mahomes in the Super Bowl for a rematch.
Yeah, that was. I mean, we talked about that game plenty, but like us being robbed
Yes,
of having a
Yeah.
true battle,
a
for
true
the
NFC championship. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I love Jimmy. I've done a full 180 from last season when I pretty aggressively chat on him. I like Jimmy a lot.
I'm excited for
my
Vegas
tier that
Jimmy.
I haven't been isn't great. Oh yeah, Vegas Jimmy.
Vegas Jimmy's gonna be fun.
Yeah, he's got the life now.
He does, right? Just gets to hang out in Vegas, play quarterback. All right.
I like how you threw Trey Lance in with guys that are been established.
Get a
They
pillow
just
in his
bury
pads.
him.
Get him in there.
He's
and
only been in the league for a year.
and that's the issue. We haven't seen a second of him. And he was kind of thrown in there because he was a backup. Like, I think he's the backup. So I just kind of threw him in there and didn't really care about exactly talent-wise with him because we haven't seen him.
Well, I appreciate you not really putting him underground.
Not burying
The
him.
rest of the NFL. Although I've heard some pretty bad things about training.
Yeah, I saw. Did you see the video of him overthrowing his coach in the back of the end zone?
I just heard about it on another podcast.
Yeah, he's like doing
I
some.
couldn't
He's like
bring
doing
myself to
some
watch it.
drills. He's like stepping over some pads or whatever to do some footwork drills and just yeets it at the back of the end zone. Like that thing is not close. So yeah, it's not looking good.
It was a nice looking ball though. Strong
think
throw.
It went out of the frame. I went to go see the ball because I was like, I wonder if it's like, was it a duck or like was it just like a sail? And I guess it was like a sail because it just wasn't even in the frame.
I can live with that. A good arm.
All right, my next category is the same player. That's what the category's called, and it's Kirk Cousins and Dak Prescott. They are the same player.
Kirk Cousins. Gone?
Huh?
Cousins and who?
Dak Prescott.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a Kirk Cousins tier.
Is it just Kirk Cousins? Or is
No,
it Kirk
there's
Cousins and
7
Dak
guys in
Prescott?
that.
Oh, 7 guys. All right.
All right, I'll just rattle them off.
All right.
Kirk, Dak, AG,
Yeah.
Tannehill,
Yeah.
Eric Carr,
Ugh.
Daniel Jones, Brock Purdy.
I would take out Carr because you know how I
Benny.
feel about Carr. And I would take out Jones just because he's not like, I don't know. I don't think he's actually like Kirk. Like, he runs more than Kirk Cousins.
He does run more, but it's like
He is kind of like Kirk Cousins.
I didn't know where else to put him.
That is
like
a good
personality-wise, he's just so Kirk. Too. Which also feeds into it, I think. Now that we're on Kirk Cousins, we can finally talk about quarterback. Like
They need to
he
get
is
his
a
wife
robot.
off the screen.
when he's getting made fun of for the outfit that he wore, she's like, "Oh yeah, I dressed him," and it's like, "Oh no, they're not saying you did a good job." Like, do you not understand what's happening here?
She's a buffoon the whole show. I didn't finish the show, so I don't know if it's this bad the whole time. But like no other Brittany Mahomes, you'll get like one little blurb from her, a couple little blurbs during the thing. You'll get a couple blurbs from Mariota's wife, and then like I think her name is Julie Cousins. She's just all over the place. It's like, Julie, get off my screen, bro. I'm trying to watch these guys. Also, the other thing with that show, I'm getting on a tangent, but people who say quarterbacks don't get hit anymore are lying.
Yeah.
Because that show, all it is them getting nailed over and over again. Like, and at full speed, these guys are getting clobbered.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't want to hear that, oh, the NFL's soft. They don't allow quarterbacks to get hit anymore.
Well, I'm sure if you made the highlights from the 80s.
Yeah, I'm sure they're getting their heads
More.
knocked off, but times are changing, man. That's what has to happen.
Also, like, it's a good thing for the league.
Yeah, we don't want
Less
every
quarterback injuries is good.
Yeah, we only had 3 guys and they get him a pillow in his pad. So let's keep it that way. Let's
The right direction.
yeah.
Well, Teddy Bridgewater's not a starting quarterback, so.
That is
See.
true. Yeah, he needs some pillows. He needs some pillows in his gloves.
The other thing I was gonna say about Kirk Cousins is this: the scene when they're like at the bonfire. He's just like, "Oh darn,
I got a hole in
burn
my favorite
sweatshirt.
It's just a black
This is
sweatshirt.
my favorite sweatshirt." And he got a hole in his sweatshirt. Darn. I'm like, oh my god.
He's literally like a robot.
He is a
not real.
robot. I love Kirk Cousins. He was more fun to watch than Patrick Mahomes for me, honestly.
The you
because
like
of
that
that.
in that show is so great.
Oh
So
yeah,
great.
That was what a moment in my life. Season was.
Were you there
surreal.
for that game?
I wasn't at that game. I was at the playoff game that they lost.
Oh.
to Green Bay. I remember watching that game. What the hell? All right, now we're sidetracked. So the
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins tier. You said take out Daniel Jones, which
If you
I
can't fit
kind
him
of agree
anywhere,
with you
like
there.
I don't
just
want
don't know where
yeah.
else. He's not just solid.
Yeah,
He doesn't have any more upside.
I mean, I guess he is. I guess
he could have his own tier, honestly.
he could have his own tier. Just Daniel
Times.
Jones. I have him in a interesting one that I know that you're not.
I'm curious to hear that.
Uh,
Carr. Anything other than just you hate Carr, and
no, that's
he is
it.
Kirk Cousins.
I think he's worse than Kirk Cousins. I think he if Kirk Cousins is the medium, I think he's worse.
I think he is almost identical.
All right, I can see it. I like the tier. I like the tier a lot.
Dak, I almost had in just solid, and then I remembered Amari Cooper said that he's the black Kirk Cousins, and I was like, well, how could I not have him?
I've been hearing this. I'm gonna
Dak
look up.
is solid.
If you look at his stats, he averages 0.5 more yards, Dak, per attempt. Per
This
game.
is compared to Cousins?
Yeah. Per game, he does have. It says there's no way that number's right, but it says 68 more yards per game, and the passer rating is a difference of 1.3. They're the same. Like they are the same. Oh, this is career stats. I don't want career stats. I need his last year. But what I'm getting at is what I've
actually
heard.
are too. Like they were drafted in similar spots.
Yep.
They weren't supposed to be the guy, and then they just started playing because of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened with Cousins in DC and Dak when Romo went down. In the division, yeah, they are the same.
And you would never think they could win a Super Bowl, either one of them. Yeah, they're
not worried about it.
All right.
Next
up, let's move on from Kirk. I have the he didn't write back category.
Yeah.
There's Geno, and I threw in Tannehill. Tannehill's been
Oh,
buried.
okay.
He's been buried
that.
over and over again. He never writes back. Everyone's burying him again this year. I think he's gonna have a fine year like he always does. Probably a Kirk Cousins-esque year, and he doesn't write back. He doesn't take no for an answer. So
Yeah, we should be the Respect Tannehill show, I think.
Respect the Titans.
Yeah.
Remember the Titans. That's what we'll be. It will be Remember the Titans, the podcast. Jesus. Did you just like break a lamp?
No, actually, thankfully. Just my little pencil holder fell. It sounded way worse.
It did sound way worse.
Action was.
Yeah, it sounded like you just like broke an Xbox controller. Yeah. I think we should be the Respect the Titans podcast because
I like that.
every week we'll make sure that we're like, hey guys, remember the Titans, and then we'll move on because they probably
like the opposite
stunk.
of Falcons.
Yeah. We'll make sure we throw them in there. So yeah, you like you like that category?
I do like that category. I think Tannehill's a good touch there.
Cool. I'm glad. You go.
Okay, I have past their prime with some question marks.
How many more do you have, by the way?
I have 4, including this one.
Okay, cool.
And that's Russ, Mr. Unlimited, and Stafford.
Passer prime. Yeah.
And Stafford is barely. He won a Super Bowl 2 years ago.
I'll wait for Stafford.
Stafford was a weird one because I almost could put him in elite.
No.
They had one. He had one bad year and got hurt.
Oh.
Just won a Super Bowl.
Oh.
I don't understand. Why? What is the slander on Stafford?
I'll tell you when we get to him. When I get to him, I'll get to him. All right, I have a similar category with a couple guys that you've mentioned. Uh, and this category is called "Will have a better season than the media tells you."
Okay.
Because all of these guys, when they have a good season, it'll be because of the team around them, because of the coaching, it'll be because of the defense. But they will have solid years and be solid starting quarterbacks. And this is Jared Goff, Russell Wilson, and my boy Mac Jones.
Okay. I like that.
Goff, you could almost get out of this category. I think he could creep up.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how many people are saying that Goff's not going to have a good year.
Yeah, I don't think it's that
That's the only
though.
thing,
But
though.
whenever you hear the Lions, it's gonna be Dan Campbell's culture. It's gonna be they.
Yeah, that's true.
They have all these ways to get. Basically, what the conversation is gonna be is it's gonna be they found all these ways to push past Jared Goff's limitations, and it's gonna be like almost a backhanded
Fair.
compliment. So
That is a fact. It's not even a compliment.
yeah,
He's not good enough to take him by himself, which he's not. But
Yeah.
was good last year.
yeah, and I think he'll have another
I don't
solid
see any
starting.
reason why that doesn't continue.
Agreed. All right. What do you got?
Mac, like, all right, we'll get to Mac.
Mac. All right. If the Patriots are good, no one is gonna say shit about Mac Jones. It's gonna be all about.
I don't think that's
defense.
true at all.
It's gonna be all about the defense and Belichick and. All right.
If they are actually a good football team, he will get his credit.
I don't think he will. But maybe I'm just too sensitive. So.
Yeah, you are. But who isn't? Like,
yeah. With your
an
favorite.
NFL fan, you are sensitive. That's
Yeah.
just how it is.
All right.
Even like as a basic fan.
I am gonna run through this one because I gotta catch up. Because you only have 3 left, and I have 5 left. But this next one I could do it could be a subcategory.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
This one is a classic. And I might have to save it. You might have the same category because it was on the category last year. It was a fan, as in fans. I mean, me and you. We loved this category. It is the small features category. And
Small features.
it is Kyler Murray and Kenny
Yeah.
Pickett.
Yep. Okay, that's a good
Small
cut.
features.
I forgot about that one. Did we have anyone else in there?
I think
Here?
we definitely had someone, but I don't remember who it was. We had to have had someone. But
That's
Kenny
a good
Pickett.
one.
Kyler Murray. Let's talk about Kyler Murray for a second. I think he's becoming underrated.
That's what I was like. I got dangerously close to putting him in elite, but something fishy category.
He is definitely. I think he does fit that category.
I don't think at his best he's even elite though. Maybe at his very best, but I don't wouldn't put him in the elite category.
he needs a better PR.
Yeah, he does.
He needs like a Tom Cruise level PR where like they're having all, and they already have done this. They Tom Cruise the offense by getting 5'8" wide receivers all over the place. But he needs to like
to do that.
he needs to wear like bigger shoes or like a big
Yeah.
coat, maybe a hat or something.
Or just like shut down the Call of Duty store.
and that was the other thing I was gonna say.
That's gotten out of control.
And it's
Out of
painted a
control.
really bad look on Kyler Murray.
And the contract thing.
Yep. Yeah, there's no reason to have.
It's just bad that he has study hours
Yeah.
for the playbook.
How was that allowed to get released? Who released that?
I don't know. Maybe Hopkins on the way out.
And your boy Pickett,
My boy.
yo, he's your guy.
He is my guy.
Yeah,
Why
he's
is he
there.
my guy?
He was
You
your
like
guy.
him more than I do.
Were you not all in on him during the draft, or was that?
Well, I had quarterback fever.
Yeah, and you were all in.
I was all in on him going to my team. I like Pickett. I do like Pickett. think he was a borderline upside guy for me, ready for big leap. I just don't think he's ready for a big leap.
No, I think he's a couple years away from being a big leap type of guy.
Yeah.
I-
Upside there. I
I-
like we've talked about the Steelers. I like the Steelers. I like what they're doing.
I'm interested to see most of all him with the wide receivers and Darnell Washington. Like that is really what I'm focused on. I think if he has a good connection with them quick, he can move up to that with upside, ready to make a big jump, like halfway through the year. We'd be like, oh, next year, some people of course will say MVP just because they want clicks or whatever, but some people will be like, like the next big jump is coming from Kenny Pickett.
He does have small hands.
Does have small hands.
That was
What do you got?
categories. Guys are just the only problem with the categories. The guys just aren't similar at all.
Did I just cut out for a second?
Outside of the small features.
Sorry, I accidentally. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I hope we're still streaming. Yeah, I think we are. Because I could hear you the whole time. Sorry about that. I accidentally closed my laptop a little too much. Because I'm doing the dual monitors type thing. All right. Anyways. Yeah, that is the only issue with my categories. Is that they're not, like, statistically comparable.
It works, because
They have small features.
and small body.
Yeah.
It's going to kill me to think. I think there was another guy in there.
There had to have
Don't
been
know
one
who it
more.
was.
Unless it was just the same categories last year, which is also very
Could have been. Anyway, this is my second big category.
Okay.
It's the baby, I don't know category. And then that one, I have Kyler Murray and Kenny Pickett.
All right.
Because Kyler, like, I don't know. I know where to put him. He goes in here. Maybe he still has it. Maybe he's toast. The other
we
guys
won't
are
know.
mostly young
We won't
guys.
know until well into the season too. He won't play until well into.
That's right. Or even next season.
Yeah.
So that's
And
why he
hell,
falls there.
he might not even be the starting quarterback of the Cardinals next year. Might be Caleb Williams. He might be shipped off to Houston or something if
Come.
CJ doesn't strat out.
All right.
Who-
Here are the rest of the names.
Yeah.
I have Lance.
Yeah.
In Love.
Okay.
Guys. Ritter.
Wait. Who was that?
Ritter. Desmond Ritter.
Yeah. Okay.
Lance, Love, Ritter, Mack, Howell. That's
All right.
my maybe category.
This is
The more I look at it, it could be broken off because Mack and Pickett are more established than Howell and Lance. Maybe like an established, but still maybe. The other guys are like, I've shown nothing.
I like this
Maybe.
category. I think most comparable to mine is I had him categorized as first year starters. It's their first full season starting in the NFL, so we get to see all their mistakes, a full 17 games of them. And that is Howell, Love, Richardson, Young, Ritter, CJ Stroud, and Brock Purdy. It's his first full year starting. That counts, right?
Yes.
Like this, the first
saw
time
a
we'll
lot
see
of
him.
Purdy though.
Yeah, we did. But the first time we'll see him week 1 as a starting quarterback, if he even is a starting quarterback. I don't even know. That's kind of why I threw him in there.
Okay. That's fair. The only thing with Purdy is he's been to an NFC Championship. It's a pretty big distinction between him and the rest of those guys.
Yeah, that is true. And I guess I mean it could be first year and also like show me what you got type of category because now I mean as I just said, first full year, we get to see if this is for real or if it was just like a little stint, a little March Madness Cinderella run. So we'll see. I'm excited to see what happens with Brock because I'm rooting for Brock. I'm a Brock guy. I like Brock.
I like Brock. Nothing against them.
No, nothing at all.
I
CJ
like Lance
Stroud,
more.
out of the rookies, Richardson, Young, Stroud, which one do you think will have the best NFL year next year?
It's gotta be Young, right?
I mean, you'd hope so.
Like, he's set up best
Yeah.
team-wise. Like, the Texans, dumpster fire. Colts are dumpster fire.
I think the Colts had
Panthers
Richardson at
have
running back
something.
today, and the
Is he gonna start the whole year? Like,
I
is
don't
that
know.
the plan?
I
Because they
don't
have
know.
Minshew.
I honestly have no idea. It's
They're
that
a weird team. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on.
I don't know. We didn't even talk about
Nothing good.
we didn't even talk about all the
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor shit where it's he
Yeah.
fake. They get they come out and say he has a fake back injury that he never reported.
So that they can just, like,
Not pay him,
mid
and then
the
also
year
have
and pay
him,
him nothing.
and then also have him under contract for next year because it was
right.
voided. Very scumbag.
That seems
thing
like
to
a
do.
hostage situation.
Yeah, how is that legal?
I don't.
That does seem like a hot. And like if the franchise tag wasn't bad enough, it's like actually we're not going to pay you this year, and you're going to still be stuck on your rookie deal.
At least the franchise tag you get average of like the top 3 paid guys in the league.
And we'll franchise tag you the next 2 years anyways. So good luck trying to get out of here. It really is a hostage situation. Poor
Yeah,
guy's not
that's-
going
it's
anywhere.
tough. What did Irsay say?
He
It's a
said
quote that didn't really make a lot of sense.
he said if what's his name? Jonathan Taylor. If Jonathan Taylor's out of the league and I die, nobody's going to remember us. The league will go on. We are playing for something bigger than ourselves, and it's all about the league.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, I didn't understand what he meant by that either.
They're not trading him, I guess.
I think that's what it meant. I think it meant you're not getting paid and we're not trading you. So play this year and possibly, break your leg for us. Weird situation. And it's funny, all
Very
these
weird
rumors, it's like
situation.
I see all these things, it's like, oh, this team could be interesting in Jonathan Taylor. This team could be interested in Jonathan Taylor. Like rumor for Jonathan Taylor. And I'm just thinking like no one's going to pay this. Like if the Colts who have him aren't going to pay him, who the hell is going to trade anything valuable for him?
I mean, the running back market right now.
Yeah, you don't look at this market
You
and
get
this,
like a 5th round pick for him.
yeah, and this crisis that's going on with all these running backs, and then
It's a crisis.
trade for a running back who's disgruntled. Like that seems like the stupidest idea.
Yeah,
It's a game. It's a big game of chicken. That's what it is.
it's a big game of chicken.
All right, I just did.
Anyway,
Yeah, first year starters. Well, I like the
Right.
category. I think they're solid. I think even though you said Mac has a little more experience and so does Kenny, I do think they're all very similar players, skill wise. All right,
you had Kenny and small stuff.
yeah, I had Kenny and small stuff.
I have a tier for just the rookies.
Okay,
It's my second to last one.
all right, and we just
Oh.
kind of did that.
Richardson, Young, Stroud. Put Levis in there because I don't know. Didn't put Stetson or Hendon Hooker.
Stetson,
He's on my tier thing.
starting to like Stetson.
See him.
You know why I'm starting to like Stetson?
Why?
Because in my heavily overrated category, we have Daniel Jones, Matthew Stafford. And then we have a
What is the
subcategory.
deal? What's your deal with Stafford?
We have a subcategory in this. It's overrated with a question mark, and it's Justin Fields. And that is only because
Okay.
it's only because of the
Like that.
MVP shit. We talked about it earlier.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the only reason. I like Justin Fields. I like what he does. He does need to learn how to pass, but there's no way in hell I'm burning $10 and voting for him for MVP. Might as well donate to charity because that
For
is
love.
yeah, exactly. Vote for Jordan Love. It's a way better bet.
Well, you wise.
I think they're both. Good.
What are his MVP odds?
I don't even want to look it up. Probably like minus 120 now. So Daniel Jones, we talked about. I think Giants fans think. I mean, the overrated part is just coming from the $44 million a year he's making every year, or however much it is, and it's a ludicrous contract.
Hey, yeah, that's fair. Because I don't like he's not overrated. I think everyone kind of knows what he is.
But the team overrates him, and I think the team
Yes,
overrates
they
him.
do, and the fans do.
They overrate him out of necessity because it's a quarterbacks league and you got to pay your quarterbacks. But it also comes with the fans backing it up, and that's overrating him too.
That's fair. Fields MVP odds are plus 2,500. It's not that crazy.
I just heard a bunch of movement on it, or not movement, but a bunch of bets on it, and I think it's crazy. Stafford.
He's the 11th guy.
11th for MVP? That's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, the guys behind him are Dak, Derek Carr, Goff, Watson at plus 4,000.
That's not a bad bet.
Interesting. Watson has the same odds as Lance.
Yeah, that's not a bad bet at all. As much as I hate the guy.
Plus 50,000 or 5,000.
Chris is putting a little month's rent on it.
Daniel Jones has the same MVP odds as Jordan Love and Kirk Cousins.
That's nuts.
Trey Lance has better MVP odds than Kirk Cousins. That's so funny.
That's weird. That's really weird.
Well, I mean, like, you know who Kirk is, that it would be so shocking for him to have an MVP season.
That's true. That's true.
Whereas Lance, like, it's way more likely that he'll be a dud. But the talent is there where if everything goes right, he could be awesome. That's why.
Great point. That's why we're the wise guys.
That's right, yeah.
Stafford.
Okay, yeah.
He just doesn't do it for me, man.
Why? I don't get it. You are a hater.
It's all the injuries, man. It's all the injuries. It would. Let me just look it up. Man, let me make sure I get my right doctor's notes.
Hasn't been hurt that much.
But it's like it's been
He's
back.
the best quarterback in Lions history, and then he left and won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is recency bias. And you picked him to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and he failed me. He had spinal cord bruises last year, an elbow sprain, an elbow infection, a toe sprain, all last year. Lower back. Like, that's the stuff I don't want to be hearing.
It doesn't make him overrated. I haven't heard a peep about Stafford. That's the other thing. Like, he won his ring and then literally disappeared. Like, no one cares because it's the Rams. But, like, he's just like... If you told me that if he retired tomorrow, it'd be a story for 30 minutes. You'd be like, okay. Back to our days.
All right, I guess you got a good point. So maybe
Like, I don't
maybe
know, like-
overrated's not the right word. Because I guess you're right. Daniel Jones isn't really overrated either.
I don't think those two guys don't fit the same category.
So, okay. All right, let's do this then. Would you put I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what to put
Daniel
him.
Jones and small features for small penis.
I was thinking about because I didn't have Fields, and I was like just running around trying to figure out where to put him. And I was like, what if I just put him in small features? Be like, yeah, he's got a small cock.
Wentz was the one that I thought about. Just like Wentz, yeah.
Small, yeah, he's got a small penis. Okay, heavily overrated. I'm just gonna change it.
I just
to,
I'm just trying to
change
defend
it.
Stafford a little bit. I don't love him. think that he's going to win the MVP. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl. Like, I think he'll probably be average this year.
Okay, I'm changing the name
Okay.
to lower expectations.
Okay.
I think that's more fair.
Again, like, what are Stafford's expectations this year?
I mean,
Seriously. Being picked to finish third in the division.
all right, you're having good points. You're beating me on this debate here.
Hey, well, I know what your qualms are with Stafford. They're all fair. I'm just stuck on the wording. That's all. If you would have put him in like corpse or something.
I'm just trying to figure out how I can make this work. And I'm trying to see, like...
What's your Rodgers category?
That was the show me I'm wrong.
That could
Maybe
work.
he could fit in show me I'm wrong.
That could definitely work.
But does he fit with Herbert and Rodgers? I think that puts him way too high.
Pretty vast category.
Maybe I should just put him, let's get a pillow in his pads.
There you go. Yeah, do that. You were
Alright.
complaining about the injuries. Do that.
All right, I'll put him in and I'll move Justin Fields with Daniel Jones in lower your expectations.
Okay.
Does that sound reasonable?
That's very reasonable.
All right, cool. All right, I'm glad we fixed it. Now I feel better about my tier list.
Like,
What?
fixing something that literally doesn't matter.
It matters for the
Saying
graphic.
it for like
It's gonna be
for
posted
like
on his.
15 minutes. It's like I don't like the wording on that one. Like let's touch it up. Instead of heavily overrated, lower expectations. Like yes, that's a winner.
It is a winner. It is
No, I think
exactly
it's
what
much better. I like what you did.
All right, I'm glad. It's gonna look great on the graphic. It's gonna look absolutely great. All right. So, do you have 2 left or 1 left?
Just have one left.
All right, I also have 1 left.
Okay, wait. So you haven't done Carr yet?
No.
Haven't done Wilson.
No, I did Russ.
Where's
is
Russ?
Russ is in better season than the media
Oh,
team.
right. Okay. Have you done Ritter?
Yeah, he's in the first year starters.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, wait. I'm just trying. How many guys do you have left?
I have 2 guys.
Wait. Okay. Now I'm trying to play.
Well, when you name the one that I'm missing, because I'm missing 1 now, and I don't know how.
Oh, wait. And it's
I
the
don't
guy
know.
that I'm also missing. Okay. Right. So my last year.
You're also missing him.
No, like I haven't. He's about to be set.
Okay.
So I have. This is my number 1 pick category. I
Okay.
have Baker and Kyle Trask.
Just as 1.
This team is terrible.
Yeah. Okay, maybe then, because I have Baker. I just didn't have Trask. Because
Carr.
yeah, I have Carr.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I'm not missing anyone then. I just gotta count again. All right. So that's it. Those are your last 2 guys.
That's it. That's the final category.
My last category is ass,
Worst.
and it's Baker and it's Derek Carr.
There's actually like not that many guys down there, which is surprising.
Oh yeah, no, that the most shocking part about this list, besides the Super Bowls won by starting quarterbacks, was that there's a lot of quarterbacks that either the teams like or have some sort of upside to them, and that's why Derek Carr's in here. He should be neither.
This is asinine. I have Derek Carr all the way
He's
down.
ass, bro.
Ass?
He's terrible.
Why didn't you put him in lower expectations then?
Because there's no expectations for him, because people know that he's ass. Actually, there might be more expectations for him than Stafford, to be fair.
Probably are. Well, I don't know.
But
I
I
think-
don't even want people to lower their expectations though. I just want people to wake up and realize that he's booty. like when are we gonna like? When
It's unfair. It's
when I
not fair.
saw that contract, I was in another country, and I was freaking out. I was like, nobody cared, nobody gave a shit, and I'm like, how did the Saints pay Derek Carr this much money?
drafted him in fantasy.
I know. I'm well aware. He is.
I'm just saying, it's not fair.
Why isn't it fair?
Because if he wasn't on your fantasy team, you wouldn't hate him so much.
That's not true. That's not true.
It's completely
not
true. And because the Raiders beat you in that wacky game.
I don't care about that game. I don't care about
You
last
do care
football
about that
season.
game.
No, I am.
What are you talking about?
My Patriots are 0-0, and so is my fantasy team. That's all that matters right now. What I'm talking
Tell
about.
me that you don't know how to hold a grudge in fantasy.
I definitely hold grudges in fantasy, but
That's what
Derek
this
Carr
a
is
grudge.
so beneath my grudge. He is so beneath my grudge. It's not even worth having a grudge for Derek Carr. It's not even worth it. He has had. All right. How many times in the past 9 years do you think Derek Carr has thrown for 30 touchdowns? Once. Once. All right. How many times do you think Derek Carr went over 450 passing yards? 4,000. Sorry, 4,500.
I mean, that's a lot. 4,500.
All right, wait. I'm getting
That's
there.
that's
Just
a
answer my
crazy good
question.
year.
Answer my question.
How many times? Once? Zero?
Once.
Good
And he's
season.
got 4,000 3 other times. So that's 4 times.
That's a lot.
Every other year, he's like mid 3,000s.
I mean,
What are you doing with that,
not like-
man? What are you doing with that? You're wasting a season. You're wasting 17 games of all these guys busting their ass so Derek Carr can wear makeup and throw interceptions. He's had double-digit interceptions in every single year but 3 years. He's not good.
he throws a lot of interceptions.
He's not good. No one can convince me otherwise.
You want to hear Tannehill stats?
I like Tannehill way more than Derek Carr.
I know you do. That's why I'm pulling it up. Alright, so Tannehill, this year I won't do because he was hurt. The last 2 years, 2021 and 2020, 3,700 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions.
All right, not great.
Year before, much better year. 3,800 yards, 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Year before that, 2,700 yards, 22 picks, 22 touchdowns, 6 picks. I don't know if he started. I don't think he started that whole year.
Look, I'm not saying he's some trailblazer, but I'm saying Derek Carr sucks.
Those numbers are pretty close.
Okay. Let me hammer this. October 30th, 2020. The Las Vegas Raiders are playing the New Orleans Saints. Where if you're keeping track at home, the New Orleans Saints signed Derek Carr to $133 million. Derek Carr completed 15 passes out of his 26, which isn't bad. 65% is not terrible. Or 57, sorry. 57% is not terrible. For 101 yards and a pick. 101 yards! They did not cross midfield all game. How is that guy then getting paid by the same team who just did that to him for $133 million?
It is surprising.
Based on the contract, on his crybaby attitude, off
What is his crybaby attitude?
I'm not going back to the Raiders after they benched me. I'm announcing on Instagram, everyone, that I'm leaving the Raiders. Everyone feel bad for me that I got benched by Jared Stidham. Jared Stidham. Come on now. That combined with the contract is why he's ass. The contract, I honestly would not have cared. I wouldn't have thought of Derek Carr at all if that contract never existed. He would never cross my mind ever. And
I just don't believe that.
And then because of that contract, he's built a home in my house, in my head, and is living there without paying no rent. He's got all that money, yet he's paying nothing.
I mean, that's your own fault.
Hey, man.
Why do you care? It's the Saints. It's not your team.
I know. I'm here for people who deserve to get paid. I don't think he deserves
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I don't think Daniel Jones deserves it.
All right, what your category for Daniel Jones was lower expectations, right?
Yeah.
So that's better than ass, correct?
I guess so.
I mean, by default.
Yeah, by default, it's better than ass.
All right, the Carr thing, you said how many seasons with 30 touchdowns? Or was what, twice?
No, what? Hey, Daniel Jones has not had more than like 15.
Close.
Yeah, he hasn't come close to like 20. So
season was also the first season in their careers where Daniel Jones had a higher QBR.
All right. You want to do this?
I'm not saying the Carr's great.
Just
I'm just saying to put him in ass is tough.
I watched Daniel Jones win a playoff game this year. And I'm speaking true statements. And I also watched Derek Carr throw for 101 yards and interception against the team that gave him $133 million. So, like, that's why he's an ass. I've seen Daniel Jones play. And, like, when you're watching Derek Carr, there's nothing to him. There is nothing that makes you go, ooh, or ah.
That's why I'm comparing him to Tannehill.
Look, and I think that's a great comparison.
Tannehill is the least ooh-ah guy in the world.
Yeah, I would agree. But when you know what happened when he got benched? Stood there like a trooper and earned his spot back. Didn't go on Instagram and cry and then didn't come back to the team. He didn't write back. You know who wrote back? Derek Carr.
That's fair. Yeah,
Derek Carr wrote back.
Yeah, he wrote back.
And he wrote back
I like
and he
that.
looks like a fool. And that's why he's an ass. And Baker, do we need to talk about Baker? Is Baker need to
We don't. We both have Baker down. Baker is gonna have like one or two really good games. Maybe not really good games, but they're gonna win. It's gonna be like, oh, he's doing it again.
The swag will be
It's
back.
like,
Yeah.
no.
The swag will be back for a week.
There's
or
like the
two.
Baker Mayfield cycle on Twitter.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That cycle's real.
And Baker's only 28. It feels like he's been in the league for 20 years.
I know. It feels like it feels like he's been a household name too. It's because of those damn
know.
progressive commercials. That was the best part of him being booty.
What, that he was on TV every 5 seconds?
No, the best part is now he's off.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if he was good, imagine how worse those commercials would be.
Yeah, that's true. He'd be on State Farm with Rodgers and Mahomes.
He would be on State Farm with Rodgers and Mahomes.
I like Baker Mayfield losing grip on Buccaneers QB job as Kyle Trask impresses.
Oh my god.
Good for Trask.
Last year we thought no one could beat the terrible quarterback competition of Geno Smith and
Drew
Lock.
Lock.
But the NFL world has somehow beat it. And this is even less interesting because at least Geno, it was like, oh, like Geno could earn the start because everyone, I thought people thought it was going to be Lock. And they're like, oh, Geno could earn the starting job. Like, who knows? See what happens. And it turned out well.
Yeah.
But it's like
someone's knocking at my door.
oh, you need to go get him.
Be right back.
All right.
Stall for me.
I will. I'm on it. When you look at the Baker and the Kyle Trask quarterback competition, who gives a rat's ass about that quarterback competition? Either one you're winning like 3 games max. And I feel bad for the receivers on their team. I feel bad for the defense, which is really old and is like just waiting for Tom Brady to come back. And I feel bad for the Buccaneers because they have a Super Bowl caliber roster with the worst starting quarterback in the league.
They won the ring though.
They got the ring. Yeah, they got the ring.
That's like the Rams, you know.
Yeah, they got their ring.
You almost kind of like sold your soul to get the ring, but
It's definitely
fly
worth it.
forever.
Yeah, it's worth
It was
it.
a short-lived run though.
I-
With those teams.
I would sell my. I mean, I guess not
Do
for
horrible
football.
things to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, not for football, but I would sell I would sell the Celtics for 5 years for a ring, finally. All right. It's time for something a little less heated, a little more fun. Something I should have. I wasted the joke on you when we weren't recording, of traveling back in time. Should have done it at the opening, but our top 5 for the week. Chris, go ahead and explain.
We're gonna do our top 5 time travel activities. And I realized as I was looking at my list again, do you have any like travel to the future, or is it all past?
I have one travel to the future.
Okay, well I will throw one on there too then. Me too. But yeah, so basically anything that you could do in a time machine. I don't know how realistic yours are. Be anything.
I mean, time travel's already realism's
Just
out the
keep it-
window.
We'll keep that's fair enough. We'll keep it broad. I think I took first pick last time.
Did you?
We're just I think so. I'll let you start.
Okay,
Normally.
I kind of wanted you to go first because my first pick
Oh, okay.
is not.
I can go first.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna take it. It's not the right. Like, it's not like if it's saving Harambe. That's my first pick. And this is a double-edged sword, saving Harambe, because on one hand, you
a
save
good one.
the magnificent beast that everyone loves. But on the other hand, if he doesn't die, nobody loves him. Nobody knows who Harambe, like nobody really cares about Harambe. So
Yeah, that's true. You're
ultimately,
eliminating the meme.
yes, but ultimately I save him and I know what he truly means to the people.
Right, yeah.
And I think when I go back into whatever alternate future that I come back to, I will know that this random gorilla in the Cincinnati Zoo, if he ever were to die again, the world would be thrown upside down. And
You're rooting for him to die? You just
no.
want to get
I'm saying
intrinsic
I
value
would
for
know.
saving him once?
No. I'm saying I would know how much he means to the world. And I
Okay,
think
I see.
what sucks is I'm taking that away from the rest of the world, but I'm giving him
You're also
life.
saving Gorilla's life.
Yeah, I'm
right?
giving him life. So
How would you do it?
how would I do it?
Another question.
That's a great question. I think I would I already have a time machine. I could figure out a way to like Spider-Man swing at some point. Like not something crazy. Not like I'm not traveling the city with it, but like
That is crazy.
But look,
Regardless of-
I'm already time traveling here. I should be able to build a grapple gun or something to like the second the kid
You and your grapple guns.
the second the kid falls into the enclosure, I like swoop in like Batman, grab the kid,
I see,
hand it to the
yeah.
mom, give the kid a pat in the head, say, "Ma, watch your kid. He's a runner." And then Harambe's saved.
That's a great image.
Right?
Ahead,
Right.
yeah. Great. All right, that's a good pick.
Thanks.
It's sparked a lot.
Thank you.
I'm killing Baby Hitler.
That's why I didn't take.
Like-
That's why I didn't want number 1. Cuz that is the right answer.
That's
That's the right answer. That's my number 2, by the way. I just was
Okay.
I was hoping
You'd
you
rather
would take
save
the-
Harambe than 6 million Jews.
No.
I mean-
I need to go on the record and say no. I would not rather take
That's-
that trade.
You don't have to say anything. You already said it. And not taking it number 1. I'll shut this down now because like there's plenty of dictators that we could just go back and kill, and that could be the whole list, and it's not gonna be the whole list.
Yeah, but like Hitler has to
And
be
then
on.
you
I
might-
literally wrote "duh" after I wrote like kill Hitler. I wrote "duh,"
Okay.
and that like that's why I didn't want to. But I thought, I don't know, I had this weird feeling like, wonder if Chris will save Harambe. So I had to take it first. I had to make sure that it was there. Well, I'm glad you're saving
did
Hitler.
not-
Or not saving
did
Hitler.
not.
Sorry, you're killing Hitler.
It's preventing Hitler from killing himself, so that he could have true justice.
And be trialed by a court of his court of his peers.
Jury of his
Yeah,
peers.
jury. He needs the American
Uh,
judicial system. That's what he
That's right. Yeah. Get off somehow.
Yeah, he doesn't get the easy way out. He gets to live with what he does.
Has to sit through all those hearings and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm tracking him down as a little baby. I'm just like
Just taking care of the
I'm
problem.
not gonna graphically discuss how I do it, but care of it.
Yeah. Would you be able to kill baby Hitler?
I think so.
Yeah, I'd punt him across the street. Like they're like I'm talking like fresh out of the womb Hitler. Like I'm just like
Yeah, right.
I'm running in that hospital, I'm grabbing, I'm just punching him out the window and then traveling back to wherever I'm.
Yeah, just tossing him.
Yeah, just like the doctor
I was
just
thinking
takes
like
him
poison. I guess you could like just throw him into traffic.
out. Guys, it's okay because it's baby Hitler. We're not just talking about
It's
yeah,
Hitler. It's like if you don't like this, then you do like 6 million people dying.
yeah. It's pretty
You're
much.
probably an anti-Semite.
Pretty much.
So
All right, where I'm on number 2. All right,
so,
well,
yeah,
not
that was
Hitler.
A lot of debate.
Not Hitler for number 2. This one's a, I wouldn't need the highest powered time travel machine on this one. I would just need like a couple years, and I would go to Super Bowl 51.
Okay. Is that the comeback?
The Falcons, yeah.
It's a 3. Okay. I like that.
I think that's like those scenarios. It's like if you were at any sports game, what would it be? Like that's it.
Mhm.
That's the one.
That's it for you?
Yeah, that's the one.
I like that.
Especially because I know how mad I'd be. Like, of course, if I went back in time, I'd know the result. But if I went to the original game, like, I would be losing my mind when it was 2018. Like, I'd be like, Dad, like, we might need to go home. Like, I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, it would be like the worst game ever for
Yeah,
a while. Which
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
it all the better at the end.
Yeah, and my dad would probably be like, no, let's just stay. It's Super Bowl. We paid all this money. And then we'd see an amazing comeback.
There you go.
Yeah. Fantasy's already dreamt.
Okay. My second one, I want to ride dinosaur.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, for your pick where you're like, oh, I don't need that high powered of a machine, only a few
This
years.
one you need
This
the
is
best.
like take
Yeah.
us back all the way.
Yeah.
I don't even have to ride one. I just want to see them. Like if I could ride one, that would be cool too.
I had, this was an honorable mention, so I'm just going to throw it in. I just had check on the dinosaurs. Just be like,
Yeah.
are these legit?
See how they're doing.
Nah, like not like I'm not saying I'm a dinosaur denier. Of course, there's dinosaurs, but like we don't know what they look like. We don't know what they do. we could piece the bones together and guess, but like I want to see it with my eyes.
I want to. Yeah, I desperately want to see it.
Yeah. So I would just check in, be like, "What's up, dinosaurs? It's going." Riding one would be sick though,
Yes.
especially if you can get like a pterodactyl, fly all over the place.
Oh yeah, just flapping around.
All right, great pick. So, my next pick. I'd be like Biff, only instead of betting and making a bunch of money, we would just be the best podcast of all time.
What? Like we'd become podcast before podcasting?
No. We'd become like, I'd be like, guys, the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna win the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
And I'd say,
We did that already.
yeah, we did it with the Rams.
Basically.
We basically did, but
We did, yeah.
and I would have to be strategic with this. I couldn't do it I couldn't just throw out bombs every week. But like when it comes to like Kevin Durant is gonna request a trade, like I'm gonna tweet that out like 5 minutes before Woj or Sham. Like I'm gonna be first on
Yeah.
Everything that's
Yeah,
happening.
the only thing with that is it would take a little bit to build credibility.
No, but that's the thing. It's like it would be a snowfall because it'd be like, oh, like he nailed this. Oh shit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Woj is calling me, and he's like,
Yeah.
"What's going on? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, how would you know this?" And I'll just be like, "Dude, man, I just have my sources."
Woj puts a
Woj."
hit out on you.
Yeah. Oh, I bet ESPN would shut me down way too fast. Way too fast. And like we would just any off season just be like, all right, well, I think this guy's a great fit in Phoenix. It's like, boom, there he goes. We would just be the best podcast ever. And I think for part of the time, once I come back, I would like try to hide it from you for a little bit. But then once you like catch on,
Hide it from me.
you'd like catch on. You'd be like, all right, like what's going on here? And I'd be like, dude, I went back in the past, or back in, I guess to the future now. I guess I'd be going to the future. I'd be like, I know what's going on, man. I know what's happening.
That's another just great image in my head.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Yeah, no, it just,
I went back. Back to the future. Like, what are you talking about?
oh,
Like, Kevin Durant is going to request a trade from the Nets in 30 minutes.
just wait, and it would be
That's good.
yeah. I think a lot of these I've completed the picture. Like I know what I'm doing here. These are plans for when I get it.
Dude, yours they're very in depth.
Mine are
Like,
plans for when I get a time
Like
machine.
how would you do the Harambe thing? Like, it wasn't even you didn't have to think about it.
No,
Right.
it was.
But I do it. Oh, grapple gun.
Yeah, yeah. I'm grabbing a grapple gun. I'm snagging that kid when he's falling.
All right. On number 3, I'd want to go back and I would want to experience the original Woodstock Fest.
Oh, it's a great pick.
I, like,
That's a great pick.
just heard so much about it, and they tried to do it again, and it was terrible. I just want to be in the 60s, like I say surrounded by drugs, but yes. If, like, all of the best musicians at the time. It's absolute chaos. Like, imagine the stories that you would have from that.
If you survived.
If you survive.
Like I'm looking at pictures of it right now. Woodstock 69, and
Yeah.
God.
Well, it was 1999, or was it 99? It was like a disaster.
Yeah, that's when they tried it again. This is the
So I want the original one,
yeah,
honestly.
the one that works out.
Yeah.
This I'm looking at. If you look it up, the 4th picture from Woodstock 60s is LSD acid $1 on a cardboard box. And like these two guys that look like they're probably on LSD right now.
Yeah.
Standing there.
Just that, like, that time period is so fascinating to me. I feel like the 60s and the 70s, and I feel like Woodstock is like the event, like,
Do you think this place
ties
stunk?
everything together, I guess. Oh, I'm sure it reeked.
Like all these people here, they probably haven't showered in days. They're all high out of their minds. Probably all stink.
Yeah, I'm sure it smelled awful.
I would love to experience it though. That's a great pick.
Seen Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And like
400,000 people.
all the
Did something.
colors and all the 60s vibes. I mean, you're with a bunch of hippies.
Mhm.
It would be like
You'd be a hippie for a couple.
yeah, it would be awesome. That's a great pick. All right. My next one is they always say when you go back in time, if you move a chair, it changes everything. So I want to go back in
Like a butterfly
time.
effect.
Yeah. I want to go back in time, like where I'm talking like 1770, like right after the Declaration is signed, and I'm literally moving a chair. I'm moving a chair.
Off the chair. Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, I'm just moving it. Just moving it out. I'm putting it across the room. T. Jefferson's chair is not there. I want to see what happens.
That's a good pick.
Thank you.
I don't know if it'll play on the graphic.
Yeah,
But-
it might not make sense on the graphic, but yeah, if I think that thanks. I appreciate it. Good pick. What's going on back there? I hear some
They came to do pull-ups. And I don't.
are they doing it outside your window?
Yeah.
What are they doing? What the hell are they doing? They're loud.
This will probably be my last podcast from this room.
Oh, really?
Maybe one next week, but I doubt it.
Are you
Moving lease ends the 10th, so I'll have next week. But I think I'm gonna be moving all my stuff back tomorrow.
You haven't I thought you were staying in the same place.
No, I'm moving to an apartment,
Oh, okay.
so I won't be in this house anymore. This is what I've dealt with for a year now.
It's never
basically.
been bad on the pod. I mean, right
No,
now.
it never. I mean, there's never been pull-ups right outside. That's what the knocking on the door was. They were like, "We're here to do pull-ups," and I was like, "Okay, like knock yourself out." And it's not like they didn't even have to get in the house to do it.
That's weird.
All right, that was a sidetrack.
Moving a chair.
Where
That's
am
what
I
I was
at?
on. You're on.
Moving a chair, so I'm on number 4.
Yeah.
All right, this is an interesting one. I want see the Chesapeake Bay pre-colonization.
Oh, I love that.
Like before it was destroyed.
Yeah.
I just want to see what, because you hear like people talk and they're like, yeah, like the water used to be clear, all that, like all forests and stuff. Like I just wanted
it would
take
be
a canoe,
beautiful. Yeah.
like ride around with the natives.
Yeah.
There's
That's-
another one it's pretty not as far back as dinosaurs, but
That's a
100
fantastic
years.
pick.
thank you.
Because I mean, and a lot of people listening, if you're not in the Maryland area, aren't gonna appreciate it. But the Bay is pretty.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking like I almost just did Explore America pre-colonization, but that seemed too ambitious. Like that was a lot of stuff to do.
That is a lot of
Just
stuff
like
to do.
killing Hitler would just be chucking him, and
Yeah.
so.
It'd be you and Lewis and Clark just hanging out.
Oh yeah, dude, traveling with Lewis Clark and Sacagawea.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Replace Sacagawea.
Yeah, kick her out. Get her out of here.
Or Clark, I guess. She was the tracker. She knew where to go. I could be Clark. Clark's just a bimbo with a map that he doesn't know how to read.
What did
Could
Lewis
totally
do?
be Clark. I don't know. I don't know. I could be Lewis too, I guess.
Alright,
I don't know I don't think there's a difference between those two guys.
that's fair. That's definitely fair. All right, I love that pick though, and I think you could pick really anywhere in America. Pre-colonization would be beautiful to
Yes.
look at, and specifically the Bay. It would just be since of how much. I mean, we've grown up around the Bay, and we know how gross and stinky it is. Where like you don't want to get in the water if you have an open wound. So
Yeah.
just to see it
It's that bad.
actually be clear would be insanity. It would blow my mind.
No, it would like change the way that you looked at probably the whole country, honestly.
Yeah.
What did we do here?
Yeah.
It would make you want to go back, I think.
Definitely. All right. This one I don't know what I'd do with. Cuz I don't know what to pick here. All right, I'm going to do this. It's going to be a little somber note, but it's okay. We're allowed to get real here on the Wise Guys. I'd hang out with my grandfathers. Never got to see me mature and grow up into the man that I've become. Lost him a little too young. I mean, it's okay. I'm past it now. But I would love to just sit down and have a conversation with the two of them. Just, tell them what I'm doing. Feel like they would love to hear it.
That's a great pick. That reminds me. There's a Luke Combs song called "See Me Now," where it's
Yeah?
basically like talking about. I think it's his dad that he's talking about, and like all these things that he wishes that he could do with his dad today, and like see him and be proud of him, basically. So, good pick.
Yeah, I think especially with the my sports admirations and interest didn't come out until late, maybe not even late middle school, but like early high school. So like they never got to see any of that. My dad was, my mother's side was a huge basketball fan. He would have loved how much I'm into basketball. And
Oh yeah.
my dad's dad, I'm sure, was a huge Pats fan. So, just even being able to talk about that would be worth it for me.
Yeah, and like grandpops too. Like they'll talk for
Oh,
hours and
Oh,
hours
yeah,
about
yeah,
like old sports stuff and
yeah. That trip would be maybe besides exploring America with Lewis and Clark, maybe the longest.
yes, that would be that's a good way to tie it up. I wish you had the last pick.
Now you got it's kind of like low of last week. It's the same thing as low of last week.
Right. Yeah. My last pick. I want to time travel up just like a month to NFL Week 1. I hate this last month of the summer where we have to get teased by preseason football. It's like, oh yeah, we're excited for the season. Football's back, and then you watch a quarter of it, and you're like, this is the worst football ever. Like, just get me to Week 1. So I don't want to deal with any of that shit. I just want to be there Week 1, especially because I bought tickets to the first game. Like, I just want to be there.
Love the pick. You have a great point.
Maybe not a great use of the time machine, considering all the things that I could do. Like, go see my deceased relatives. But instead, just move me a month closer to football.
The thing with the worst part about this month is that like football's back tomorrow. It's back.
Yeah.
And
then
it will be back on the 12th when preseason week 1 starts. And then it'll be back again when preseason week 2 starts. And then back one more time when preseason week 3 starts. And then we have a whole nother week. And then football's actually back.
Yeah. That last week I can do because I like the hype.
Yeah. But like
the rest of it's like I could go without.
I agree. It is the most frustrating because nothing's actually going on unless there's like a trade that happens. No, there's nothing really to talk. I mean, we've been doing over underrated, QB tiers. We're just it's dragging through.
Desperate.
Yeah.
Desperate.
So it'll be good for the content. It'll be good for our mental health that football is back. Good pick still. It wasn't as real, but still a great pick.
A little bit.
All right.
Different.
Honorable mentions. What do you got?
I had 2008 World Series.
Okay.
This year the only time the Phillies won in my lifetime, so I guess I could do that or 1980, but 2008.
Wait. Would you rather? So you'd rather go to 2008 than the 80s?
Well, I don't know. I guess the 80 or the 08 one is more guys that I know, but I guess I could do my research. I've never seen that stadium, so yeah. Actually, I would do 80.
All right, cool.
Do 80 instead. I would go back to the Babe Ruth game where he allegedly called a shot in the World Series. He pointed to center field and then hit a home run.
Nice. You want to see the point?
It's not. I want to see it if it's real, first of all.
Okay.
And then, because I think it's like a legend. I don't know if it's, obviously it couldn't be confirmed. Like everyone who's there is dead.
That's a good one.
Last
A little
one,
conspiracy theory.
Yes, right. Oh, the moon landing would be a good one. I don't know how you would like weasel your way into that.
Time travel and have to go to space.
Yeah, I guess you could time travel and then work. Like, it'd have to be a whole life change. You'd have to like go to college for astronomy, work for NASA,
become an astronaut,
just to see if the moon landing was real. And then my last one was go to the future to whenever we have flying cars.
Yeah, you just got
like, is it ever gonna happen?
Yeah, put your money where your
I
mouth
want to
is.
see it.
World. I want to see some
Seriously.
flying cars.
Blonde.
Yeah, honestly.
Get out, dude.
He's too busy ruining Twitter.
X,
yeah. All right. My honorable mentions, I already told you one. I check in on the dinosaurs. And then the last two are pretty hand in hand. I talk to my future self. Be like, what's up? How's it going? What am I looking forward to?
See, I don't want any of that.
You don't want none of it?
I don't want to know anything. None of it.
Well, I want to know, like, so then if I go up there and, like, I'm, like, some bum, like, I could be like, all right, I need to, like, fix something. Like, if I'm, like, fat and, like,
yes,
homeless,
but, like, you
I'll
really...
be like, all right, sweet.
You have, oh, fucking hell.
What?
They just blew it in the ninth. Unbelievable.
Have you been watching that the whole time?
just game day now. I'm not watching it.
I was gonna say
Yes,
I'm
it's
impressed
bad.
if you were
Fine.
watching it.
It's
But,
fine.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Blew a 5-0 lead tonight.
All right, talking to your future
Son of
self.
a
No,
bitch.
you're not in it.
Like, do you have that little faith in yourself that you think you're gonna be a fat homeless guy that you really need to intervene?
I don't know, man. I'd be overthinking sometimes.
I think you'll be fine.
Well, thanks, Chris. I appreciate it.
Just say no.
Just say no. Dare, right? Isn't that the thing? Dare.
Dare, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but
I don't know either. And then the other one, I would talk to my middle school self, and I would say, nobody cares about anything, like really at all. So
that is a good one. Yeah.
So and like not,
It's
and
like,
I'd be like not
chill
even.
out.
Yeah, I'd be like not even just like here, like with girls and classes and whatever, like at all. Like no one actually cares about really anything. Like I'd be like, you know what you care about in the future? You care about basketball and football. That's really Be like it's none of it's worth it. You're still playing Pokemon and you watch football and you watch basketball now. I'd be like,
Yep.
that's what you got going on for you.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That could have been on my list, I think.
Yeah, that definitely could have made the list. I think too much.
But I don't want to meddle in my own
That's what I was
life
gonna
that
say.
much.
I don't want to come back and all of a sudden I'm like, what
Like
did I do?
it's almost better to think that stuff like that matters in middle school, and then to look back now and be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't at all.
Yeah, if you never cared, it's almost like maybe you become homeless and fat because you don't care.
See?
Yeah.
I'd be careful.
That is true. That's definitely why I didn't have it on the list.
Of a chair thing.
That though, I'm for the gamble there. It's not my that's the world. It's not like only my
You might
life.
not be born. You might move that chair and then you go back in the time machine and then you just disappear. So it is a gamble.
It's a gamble. It's like Justin Fields MVP odds. That's what it is. All right, if I was I would still think it would be worth it. I'd be sitting up there in whatever the afterlife is or whatever the disappearing act is, and I would just be like, well, I guess if you move a chair, it changes everything.
Alright, yeah, you can respect it.
That'd be nuts. Like if you come back, I come back and like almost everything is the same, but like this chair is just like halted as like some famous chair that like everyone praises or something.
Giga chair.
Giga chair. Another thing. This might maybe I shouldn't say this. I'll say it. I'm gonna go back and I'm just no religion. Any sort of it.
Okay.
Unless I go back and like, holy shit, it's Jesus.
That's what I'm like. What if you went back and then you destroy religion and then the world just disappears? Like, well, shit. I guess I was wrong.
No, I'd be not like destroy like. I guess destroying religion in the sense of like, hey guys, it's really not like let's just have everyone believe in what they believe in. Like let's really let's try to calm down the nerves here. These things have caused every single world war that's ever
like the
happened.
Crusades.
Yeah, and the Crusades, and millions have died over this crap that.
Yeah. Okay.
Really, half of us.
You're a peacemaker.
Yeah. I'm not here to make chaos by destroying religion. I'm here to create peace by destroying religion.
Let's see. It's not necessarily destroying religion, it's teaching tolerance.
Preaching tolerance, and that doesn't work. So
pretty big task.
Yeah, I was gonna say
how would you do it?
That's I haven't gone that far yet. This is why it's honorable mention. I literally just came up with it.
Okay.
So like I have not thought this far. I don't know. Maybe I'll just like find the Jesus guy. And I'll just be like, all right, man, I need to see you walk on water before like we do it. Like we proceed with anything else that's going on.
What if you? But if he did, then what?
Then I just go back. I'm like, all right, Like, if I see him go walk on water, I'm gonna go back and go praise the Holy Lord. Like what? Like I'm gonna.
Oh, dude, you become a disciple. That's what you would do.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
You'd say, "Come with me," and you would say, "Okay."
Oh, I would be all in. Be like, take my hand, Jesus. Show me wherever the hell you want me to go. Dude, if I figure like if you go back in time and you go up and like my cranky ass would be like, oh, it's just like this random guy in the desert, like he's gonna like I'm wasting my
Oh
time.
yeah, you would totally shun
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah, no, I'd be so pissed at Jesus. But then the second he showed me like he could walk on water or turn water to wine, I'd be the biggest Christian all the time. Like, how could I not be? I just witnessed Jesus
You
do
have
it.
no faith.
I just witnessed
No
Jesus
faith.
do it. No, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't need faith at that point. I saw it with my own
Right,
eyes.
I know, but that's like the whole thing is faith.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. And this is for all religions, by the way. We're just using Jesus.
Right,
As,
yeah.
like, I don't.
You'd have to do this for every Allah.
Oh, I'd have to go.
Or no, Allah's Muhammad is the prophet.
I'd have to find Buddha.
Uh,
I
I don't think the Buddhists are the ones causing the problem.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think they're doing that. So what? I can just let them chill. All right, you guys are good. Like
Yeah,
all the other ones are the aggressive
The
ones.
whole thing is like peace. It's
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
Christianity, Judaism, and Islam are the ones that are killing each other.
I just gotta find
that
a
was
way.
the Crusades, those three,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it is, and that's all the world problems now too. When I go back in time, I think the new plan, instead of destroying religion, is just finding a way to make all three of those one. That's what solves peace.
Yeah. Yeah, like they're similar enough.
I need them. Yeah, and they're so close. Like come on, guys. You're right there.
Yeah, but then they'll start invading the Buddhists and the Hindus and whatnot.
That's true. So I gotta like protect the Buddhists and the Hindus somehow. I gotta destroy religion. I gotta do it. I gotta destroy them all. I have to go one by one and destroy them all. All right. Well, if we ever figure out time travel's real, you know what we're doing with it. All right. You got anything else that came to mind before we want to go?
That's all I got. I had a hat trick today in handball.
That's sick.
Just saying.
You play it like
in
the
there at
office
some
or
point.
something, or are you just like?
After work, we go to a field.
Oh, nice.
Bye.
That's sick.
Whatever that's worth.
Yeah, it's worth something. I'd say so. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you go vote on the Instagram. Friday, it'll be up. Our lists. Go vote. Make sure you follow the Instagram and the Twitter. Follow YouTube. We got a new little picture and a new little banner. Same thing with Twitch. Go check it out. I need to be saying that more. I need to see that every pod.
You go look at our profiles.
Yeah, go actually look at our stuff. Comment, like,
Yeah.
we love what you guys comment when you do comment, so please keep it up. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see everybody next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Thank you for